Hello everybody, and welcome back to Cooking with Johnny B. Today we're going to be reviewing one of my favorite kitchen appliances, the Ninja Foodi Grill. We're going to be going through and having a tutorial on all of the things that come with it, from the basket to the air fryer basket, the grill, the roasting rack, and even the temperature probe. So saddle up and we will show you how to use all this stuff. And at the end of the video, we are going to give you a tutorial on how to grill steaks and hamburgers. Let's start by going through all of the accessories that come with the Ninja Foodi Grill. First of all, there is a grill. This goes inside of the basket when you're grilling, and as you can see, there's a place where air can flow through and make it to where all of your meats can be cooked evenly on both sides. This is the air fryer basket, and it's designed to work also inside of this particular basket so that you can do things that you would normally do in a separate air fryer, and it's all included in the Ninja Foodi Grill. There's also a roasting rack, and on this rack you can put it in here and cook things like a chicken, a roast, tri-tip, all different kinds of things can be cooked using the roasting rack. And finally, the temperature probe. The temperature probe inserts right here on the side in this little slot right here, and it goes directly into your meat, into the basket, and you can cook by using the feature that shuts it off when it's reached the correct temperature. So let's take a look at all of the buttons and the display on the Ninja Foodi Grill. Here is the power button. When you press this, all of the lights come on, giving you the choice to choose either grill, air crisp, dehydrate, roast, or bake. When you choose one of these, let's say for example grill, then you have 4 different selections. You have high, this is max, low, and medium. Once you've selected the proper temperature level, then you press start. Then you'll start to hear the fan blow, and you see that it says pre, P-R-E. That's for preheat. So when you're using the grilling function, it's going to take a while to heat the grill to the proper temperature. So you're going to want to wait until you hear a secondary beep, and then you know that it's ready for you to put your food in. As a matter of fact, it will say right here, add food. So let's just stop this for a moment. When you're setting, for example, air crisp, let's try that. So you press that, air crisp, and then you set the temperature. Most air fryers are around 400 degrees. And depending on the recipe or what you're trying to do, if you're just trying to brown something or broil something at the end of a recipe, you might want to set it for 390. Then you can set the time, anywhere from 1 minute all the way up to an hour. So then you press start, and once again it will start the preheat. So we'll just stop that here. Now, one other thing to note, there are some things that you want to start cooking right away. So if you do, you can press, let's use bake for example, and we're going to set it at 350 degrees for 15 minutes. Now, if you want to start right away, even before it is done preheating, you can press bake again, and it will say to add your food. So now you can lift it up, add the food, and it starts the countdown right there. So those are the basic features of how to use the buttons and the display on the Ninja Foodi Grill. Today we're going to be demonstrating how to grill in the Ninja Foodi Grill. So we lift up the lid, and you can see back here, this is where the heating element is. And there's a nice little screen that protects food and whatnot from the little grill grates. You can see, if we lower this down, you can see that there's a heating element and a fan back there. So this protects the heating element and the fan. The first thing we need to do is to install the inner pan or liner. This goes in, and you can see here that there is a divot or an indentation in the back, and this must go toward the back. Now we're going to place the grill inside. This has the same divot in the back. This allows you to place it in the proper direction for grilling. So now let's get it ready for grilling a steak. So in order to grill for a steak, let's close the lid. We'll use the power. We're going to grill, and we're going to be doing a medium-sized ribeye. So we want to use the high feature, not the max, but the high. And the temperature is automatically set at 500, and the time we're going to set for 11 minutes. Then you press start. Now you can see that these little lights will flash, and it will take anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes for that grill inside to completely warm up to make it ready to put your steak on the grill. Once it does, then we will open the grill and we will put the food inside. So I'm just going to turn this off for a few minutes and let it preheat, and when it says to add food, we're going to add the steak. Now the foodie says to add food. So I'm going to take this 10-ounce steak and I'm going to place it right here in the center. This will give it the most amount of air circulation, and you can see now it says 10 minutes here. This steak will take exactly 8 minutes to cook to medium. I've done this probably 100 times over the last 2 years. So I know exactly how I like it. So you might have to cook it a little bit more depending on the thickness of your steak. So once this gets down to 6 minutes, I'll flip it over, and then it'll have an additional 4 minutes to go. Okay, 6 minutes is up, so it's time to take the steak and turn it over. And you can see that there's grill marks on there. It looks really good. So now it has another 4 minutes to go. So when this gets to 2 minutes, we will check it again, and it should be just about perfect. Okay, now we've reached the 4-minute mark. Let's take a look. You can see it's almost done. This at this point is medium rare. So I like to go about another 2 minutes, and it'll be perfectly medium, just the way I like it. One thing to note about the Ninja Foodi Grill, it comes with a really nice booklet that in the back explains you cooking times for all different kinds of meat, vegetables, poultry, and in different types of modes, whether it be air crisp, whether it be bake, roast, or grill. So that's a nice feature to have. Okay, so now it's 2 minutes, and let's check it out, see how it's done. That looks absolutely delicious. Let's check it out and see what it looks like on the inside. Okay, that is a perfect medium. So we're going to set this aside now, and now I'm going to show you how to grill perfect hamburgers. We can use the exact same setting, and now we're going to turn this back on, and we are going to prepare the Ninja Foodi Grill for the hamburger patties. So we're going to press grill again and start. So since it's already been preheated from doing the ribeye, let's add time. So we want it to go at least 13 minutes. The reason for this is we're probably going to take it out earlier, but you want to make sure that you have enough time so it doesn't automatically shut itself off. So let's put on the hamburger patties. Now you can put in as many as 4 patties right here on the grill. And the beauty of the Ninja Foodi Grill is that you never have to turn them over. Because of the convection style heating, the grill on the bottom is going to heat it from the bottom up, and from the top it gets the convection heat that's forced down from the very top of that unit. So let's take a look and see how our hamburgers are doing. I'm just going to show these to you because you don't really have to flip them over, but I'm going to because I want you to see the grill marks. These have some really beautiful grill marks on here. We have a few more minutes to go. All right, let's take a look, see how they're doing. I think these might be done. Let's take a quick look here and see how they are in the center. Oh, look how juicy those are. Those are done all the way through. So we're just going to turn this off now. And it's time to taste. All right, everyone. This is one of my favorite parts of these videos because I get to taste all the things that we've made. So let's start out first of all with the ribeye steak. Let's take a look at the inside here. Ooh, wow, that is perfectly medium. So let's have a nice little taste of this little guy. Now these ribeyes, I love them. I buy them at Kroger. They're about 10 ounces each, and they take exactly 8 minutes, 4 on each side to cook. Not that that matters because I'm going to taste it right now. Oh my gosh, they're so good. It is juicy, flavorful. You can see that the grill marks are on there. The presentation is amazing. And for all of you carnivores out there, this is a perfect appliance for you. It'll do beef, it'll do bacon, it'll make chicken, any kind of poultry you can imagine, and easy cleanup. So now let's try the hamburgers. First of all, you can see they're so juicy. All the juice is coming out when you press down on there. These are perfectly done, and I imagine they're going to taste great too. So let's have a taste. Oh wow. That's a really good burger. You know, a lot of times when you cook burgers on the grill outside, they can get kind of dried out or burnt. These are absolutely perfect. Grill marks on both sides. They're completely juicy, and they taste amazing. I highly recommend this Ninja Foodi Grill for doing burgers and steaks. I use it all the time. In this next sequence, I'm going to show you how easy the Ninja Foodi Grill is to clean up. From getting the grill clean, cleaning the basket, everything is just a snap. So I'm going to show you in just a couple easy steps how to clean your Ninja Foodi Grill. One thing I would recommend when you have a Ninja Foodi Grill is to get some of these little mitts that you use. They're hot mitts. And I use these all the time because when I'm finished with the Ninja Foodi Grill, I want to pick up the pan that's inside and get it in my sink so that I can clean it. So here's what I do. I use this Dawn Power Wash stuff, and it's in this little spray thing. And I just take it, and let me turn the valve here, and I just spray it inside the Foodi Grill. And you can see that it's kind of steaming because it's still really hot in there. Get it good and coated, then I turn on some hot water. Now as you can see, it will start to bubble, and the bubbles will go. And once it gets about an inch or so above the grill, I shut it off and I let it soak for about 5 minutes. Once the pan has gotten cool enough to where you can touch it, that's usually the signal for me to begin to do the cleaning. So what I do is I have a little brush just like this. There's one that comes in it. I like this because it has a little place for me to grab onto a little easier. And you just take it and you work it down each one of these little ridges. And it just comes right off. Now I'm doing this in about 3 minutes, where normally I would let it soak for anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. And everything just comes right off. So let me just rinse this off a little bit. Okay, now you can see the grill is perfectly clean on both sides. We'll set that aside and we'll work on the pan. Usually I like to just run this down a little bit, drain the water with the soap in it. This is just about ready to rinse out. that's all there is to it for cleanup. Just dry it off and put it back in the foodie and it's ready for next time. Well everyone, that wraps up another video of Cooking with Johnny B. I hope you really enjoyed this and that you learned some things about your Ninja Foodi Grill. Please, if you have any questions, I'd love to answer them in the comment section. So send me a message and I'll respond back to you. And if you enjoyed this video, I hope that you will subscribe to the channel. It really makes a big difference for me. And that you would give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend or two. Well, that's it for today, and as we always say, I'll catch you on the next one.